Hello, everyone, and today we will be talking about Spectre Divided. I was able to get into the playtest last Saturday, able to play for about like 8 hours. The playtest wasn't that long, so I'm treating this basically like a demo. I'm not really treating this like anything more in depth. I just was excited to talk about it because it's from the couple hours I played, I was very excited to play and excited to see more about it. This game is funded by Shroud. He seems to be getting a couple developers from Valorant, old developers from like Siege and Call of Duty together, and he's making this game. It is a 3v3 clone shooter. He's, like I said, Shroud is just funding the game. He's not like developing it. I'm pretty sure he has some say in it and everything like that. But it's a 3v3 clone shooter is what I'm basically calling it. It's basically you and two other teammates are controlling yourself and another clone, basically like a second life. And you can set that clone up in any position. You'll be able to throw like this beacon, and then the clone will it'll take time to like get there, and it will transfer over to that location. So you can trick with the clone and stuff like that. On attack, the clone really felt like a second life when you were attacking. It felt like, oh, I'm gonna put this clone here, and then if I die, I'm gonna push through the same part on my second life, pretty much. On defense, it was more like I took advantage of how much of the map you could take advantage of. So on one of the maps specifically, it was super dope. I had my clone in the back of one of the sites, but I also had him like in an area where he's specifically through the midsection. So like I can hear things, because the way that the clone works is like if something comes close to it, it'll detect you, it'll tell you something's getting near it, so you can just switch over and try to hunt whatever's near you. So basically it was easily, I was able to read mid from the left, from one side easily because of my clone, which was super dope. I got to a point on defense where I pretty much had to set up points where I wanted my clone to be, so that kind of felt familiar and seemed like something that you're probably going to get to at a certain point, where you'll get like this certain rotation of being like, okay, I'm gonna put my clone here, go on this site. So that was cool. The clone, in my opinion, is super dope. I actually enjoy it. It's a cool idea. It does take the option for more players to play. I don't think they're gonna have like I think at most they might have like a 4v4 mode. I don't think they're gonna have a 5v5 mode because of this clone system. But yeah, I really enjoyed the clone system overall. It got you to certain vantage points. There's certain areas like on one map where it was an event that you had to throw your clone up to, and then you were able to get up to that access point. So it was cool with that. There's a map where there's a gate and only your clone beacon can go through the gate. So that was a cool little feature. I like how they kind of implemented that. I'm excited to see what they do more with the maps. It seems like that's probably going to be a big focus of trying to mess with that type of mechanic of how can we make it only available for you to get through with your beacon. So that's pretty cool. The two maps were good. Very good reviews overall of the maps. They were pretty big size. I would say they're roughly a little bit bigger than Valorant, maybe on the CSGO size of maps. But yeah, they were good maps. So like I'm already been saying with some of the games, this game plays more like Siege and Call of Duty, where you're able to aim down on your guns, ADS, and you're able to move and still be able to do stuff. I don't think there's any type of weaving system in the game unless I missed that part. So that's where it's not like Siege, but it plays more like Call of Duty than its Valorant and CS:GO counterparts. The buying system is 100% like CS:GO and Valorant. You can buy individual guns for your clones, so you can have one gun for your clone and one gun for you. You obviously will have to buy abilities for your characters, and then you can. This is what I liked about it overall. They have like a system where they recommend what you should buy. It's like a set. It's like a combination of things. So that's what I was running, because it was like 8 hours. I was like, I'm not gonna learn which the price range of this, and I'm not gonna learn all that. So they had it where like they had like a light buy, a medium buy, and a high buy. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna keep using this format. And it's basically like loadouts, but I like that system because it's more easy for people who don't understand the buy system. Like for me, in that 8 hours, I wasn't trying to figure it out. I just wanted to get in, get my hands on the gameplay, and it overall, like I said, the buy system felt good. It plays like Valorant and CSGO. It's a bomb game. Plant the objective, defuse the bomb game. and the game, you can tell that the game is trying to be similar to CS and Valorant, because headshots are more valuable than anything else. A body shot is like okay, whatever, but a headshot is like you can pretty much kill anyone with a headshot with any like assault rifle, any rifle. I'm pretty sure the submachine guns, pretty much if you get a headshot, you're gonna do enough damage to kill them. So that's pretty much the whole point of the game, is to kind of focus on their heads, which makes it a little bit more, which the tactical shooting comes into play. The class system, or like the abilities, I would say, compared to Valorant, is kind of cool how they do them. You don't, the way your character is made, which nice customization options in the little playtest. They had like 4 or 5 options, which is pretty nice for a playtest. I like the way that they did the face. When I was first making the face, it didn't look like I was going to be able to change how they kind of looked. It just looked weird in the display that they had beforehand. But yeah, I did enjoy the nice customization. The classes, how they're set up is you basically have these sponsors, is what they call them, which is basically like a kit, your kit. So there was one sponsorships. I basically only ran 2, maybe 3, but I'm gonna stick to the 2 that I ran, just so I can give you an accurate display of what type of sponsors there are. So one of the sponsors was basically I had a nade that I can throw, and it would like be like a cluster grenade. It would throw instantly. I mean, it would explode instantly, and then let off a little bit of little grenades. And then it had like an adrenaline pump that I can shoot myself with. It was kind of similar to the Black Ops 3, or whichever one that was on Xbox One with Blackout. The healing factor in that game, it reminded me very similar to that. And then I had another ability. I can't remember what his last ability was. I can't remember what the last ability was. I believe it was something to do with like a grenade type, but I can't remember what it was. And then the other class I ran had a smoke ability, a healing ability, so I could heal myself and heal my teammates. And then it also had an ability to where I could like stop someone from impeding on a situation. It would like it would like create an AoE and stop them from entering in that area. Overall, I thought the classes, the classes and the way it was laid out, I liked the little world they were kind of building with it. That was another thing that I liked about the game, is like they have their own little world. It was like sponsors or something like that. It seems like you're part of like some super game TV show, and you have like sponsors and stuff like that. I like how they did that. I'm excited to try them a little bit more. From what I was seeing, the 2 classes I was playing, I liked a lot more, but there was like 8, and I barely got to try 3 of them. So I'm excited to see where those go. I'm pretty sure that the problem they might have with that only is that some kids might be strong, but also because that game is so like tactical, everyone's gonna have to pick like different ones. Like you're obviously gonna have a smoke character. You're always gonna have someone with grenades or something like that. They had a character with flashes. That was the first person's ability. He had a flash grenade, the first sponsor with the 3 grenades. So yeah, I'm super excited about that. The art direction was great. Probably my favorite parts about this game is the art direction. It looks shell shaded, just like Borderlands, and it looks good. Like it's going to run on anything, which I love for this type of game. It's going to more than likely be free to play, obviously. The only thing I personally would say in this is that they need to change the UI. I know they might not change it because the UI looks so much like Valorant. It's crazy how much it looks like Valorant. But overall, I pretty much don't have anything else. Like I said at the end, I really do enjoy the art direction. It's probably one of my favorite parts. The customization with that, along with that, was cool. I like how the character models looked and everything like that. The way it felt great. It was a great mix of like, in my opinion, it played more like Rainbow Six Siege and Call of Duty than Valorant. And I like that more than how like weighted Valorant feels sometimes. Like some characters just feel like you can't do movement that much. In this one, it felt free movement wise. I'm not gonna say it's like on the Call of Duty levels, but it definitely felt like I was able to walk around, shoot, and do stuff like that. So yeah, I'm very excited to see where this goes. And like I said, man, creators, I hope you guys keep doing this, man. Keep making video games, keep making anything. If you want to make movies, I don't care. Just keep doing it, and keep trying to push the landscape of content creator, man. But other than that, thank you for checking out the video, and I hope you guys have a great day.